Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to TechTubeCentral. I know I've had several videos on Windows 8, but just let me know if you have a suggestion. If you've known me for a while, or if you've been watching my channel, you know I haven't been a huge fan of Windows 8, but as you can see, I did go ahead and upgrade to Windows 8, and I'm actually surprisingly happy with it. You know, when I installed Consumer Preview, Developer Preview, all these different betas, I hated every single one of them. I used all of them. I used them all in a dual boot and simply just didn't like it. However, I'm starting to really like it and enjoy using it, and I'm very surprised by that. And I did go ahead and upgrade to Windows 8 over the weekend. And before I get into just going over my overall impressions of moving around things, I want to talk about upgrading. Upgrading is super awesome with Windows 8. You literally download a thing that basically tells you what things aren't compatible, and then it's like, all right, and then you buy a cereal, and you can get a coupon code if you bought a PC in the last, I don't know how many months, and then you can get it for $15. So then I got Windows 8, and then it gave you a license, which I wrote down to save for later, and then it sent you a copy of it in your email for your records. And then it said, okay, do you want to keep all your stuff in your programs? And I hit yes. Now, I did do a clean install, so I only kept a few programs on. So basically, I reinstalled Windows 7. I don't know why I did this. I upgraded to see if I liked it, used the trial, then downgraded to Windows 7 again, so reinstalled everything. And then I installed a couple drivers because I needed that. And then I hit keep files. Then I upgraded to Windows 8 with a download. Very fast, very quick. Took about an hour, maybe less to download and upgrade. Just downloading it. And then actually more like a half hour. Yeah, so very quick for a 2 GB file. And I have a pretty slow internet connection. And then I have my drivers. And then I did all the backups. And boom. As you can see, it looks kind of weird off the bat, but you actually do get used to it. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually start typing right away to search for files. So if I hit TechTube, things don't pop up all the way. Now, if I click on files, I get files that regard TechTube. So just keep that in mind. So if I type calculator, it only will search for that. And I really enjoy having all these different apps, and I like that you can just snap stuff into the corner. So let me just, I don't know. I don't want to go into the store yet. Maybe, yeah, let's go into the store. Load this up. Now, I know Windows 8 has been out for a while, and there's so many impression videos out already, but I just really like this. So I'm going to find, I like the game. Let's see here. I like the game Jetpack Joyride, so I'm just going to search Jetpack Joyride. And I know they have it because I used to use it all the time. Alright, so get that. It's free. Install. And it's going to ask me to log in. So I'm just going to pause the video. Alright, so now it is saying installing. So I can snap this back into place. And as you can see, it actually snapped to the corner where it says store, so I can drag it back. And that's pretty cool. You can actually have a Twitter client on the side and have it work nicely. So if you notice now, if you put the taskbar above, everything snaps below it. So you can't really have you can, in a sense, have a transparent bar, but if you snap it to the side, it shifts a lot of stuff over. So if you have a window up, for example, and you have it maximized, if you drag the bar over, it shifts the window down, which I think it seems kind of weird at first, but just a small thing. So Control N, we can make a new Windows Explorer window, and that's nice. So I'm going to close that, and it says Jetpack Joyride was installed, so I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to be able to play Jetpack Joyride completely full screen. Now, this is very weird playing games on a huge 23-inch monitor. And I don't want to save to Xbox Live. Although that is a nice feature that they have that, so I'm going to mute my computer. And they do have new graphics. So if you saw that, you actually do have new graphics for different alerts and things like that. So if I turn the volume up and down, you can see that graphic right there. And I just died epically and failed. And a lot of apps like this one won't actually work well when you can't actually play the game from here. Sadly, I wish you could. It just depends on the app. The show desktop button still works. It just doesn't have as much emphasis, and it's a much nicer, cleaner look. Now, I'm kind of mad that they got rid of the start menu like I mentioned before, but it's not a horrible thing. I mean, I got used to it fairly quickly. Not too bad. If I go over to the side, you see this little thing, and it gives you the date along with the time. So as you can see, it says it's Tuesday, October 30th at 8:03 p.m. I can search, I can hit start, I can go to my devices, and I can go to settings. So I can open up settings, and I can see all the different things like keyboard and all that. So if I click away, and that's really it. They essentially, it seems like Windows 8, basically what they did was they took Windows 7, got rid of the start menu, and it kind of seems like they basically just made a program in the sense, because it's just replacing it. Oh, and by the way, if you go over here to the left side, you see all your different things. So you can right click and then close. That's how you close something. Took me a while to figure that out. So, I mean, let me just find something. I don't want to. Let's go to my TechTubeCentral drive. If I were to hit, and let's go into my videos, and here I have all my saved videos. If I right click and go to properties, or no, sorry. As you can see, you have a new ribbon interface. So I can open a PowerShell, new window, all these different things. You can go to video tools. You can play all, add to playlist, and you can do a bunch of cool new things. I like that style. So going back to what I was saying about it just essentially being an add-on program, it feels like to me. Because they basically disabled the start menu and removed that, and then they replaced it with this, which essentially just seems like a program. Now let's talk about driver support. A lot of stuff won't let you actually install, but the drivers work fine. So what you have to do is, let's say I have, I don't know, let's find something real quick. This one. I right click, go to properties, and I can actually go under compatibility, and I can change run compatibility to Windows XP Service Pack 3. Don't ask why this works. You just do that, hit run, and it will let you install it, no problem. This works for things like, it works for my Logitech drivers, it works for a lot of things. Some things it won't work for, I've noticed, like I installed my Beats, when I had Windows 8 with the beta, it wouldn't let me install Beats, my audio drivers, which includes the Beats software, which is just an equalizer, by the way. But when I installed it on Windows 7 and migrated over, it worked just fine. So, do that. So, I highly recommend you just use the Keep My Files. It really does work well. I had the same background that I did before. I had the same profile picture. It was really quick setup, really easy. The price point is good for $40 for the upgrade for Windows Pro, or $15 if you bought a PC recently. So that's a really good price. And I know I've been going on for about 8 or 9 minutes now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoy Windows 8. I like the new style. Modern UI does take a little bit to get used to, but once you get used to it, it actually looks pretty awesome. I don't like that they combined the desktop interface with that, but it just takes a little tweaking to get used to. It's kind of weird having full screen apps for things like Angry Birds. I wish you could have them in the Windows desktop environment. Who knows? Maybe someone will make a program to do that. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. But overall, I like Windows 8. I didn't think I'd like it at first, but you know, if they kind of did it correctly. So, will you be upgrading to Windows 8? Who knows? I want to hear from you in the comment section below. I did. I'm enjoying it so far. I don't know if you will. It really just turned a matter of preference. I would download release preview, maybe run it on VirtualBox or something first before you go ahead and buy it. I mean, it is only $40, which is a great deal. I mean, Windows used to be, I think, about $100 for the upgrade, which doesn't make sense because the system builder pack was $100 also, so just get that. But it does work well. It's not a bad price for the upgrade. You can actually get a family pack of upgrade, 3 keys, and it's pretty affordable. I will have the link to buy Windows 8 in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you guys later.